Well, everybody, welcome to 3Chord Live. Unfortunately, I had to pre-record this because I'm still having issues with my laptops, and I had some competing things coming up. But I didn't want anybody to be forgotten. So this is just for you, but feel free to share it. So we're going to talk about how to be happy. I'm sorry. Isn't that a great title? I think it's such a great title. And I know it's ambitious, but actually it's really simple. It's really simple. And a lot of it is an atmosphere that we carry. And so if you've been beaten up, depressed, trying to find reasons not to stick your head in the oven, if you're hurting and you suffered loss and things just seem black, I'm sorry. So I don't want to in any way blow that off and dismiss it, okay? That's a thing. But let me just say this. In the place where all that is a sin, there is hellish things going on. There is suffering going on. And, you know, we all suffer. We all have times of suffering. We see people we love and they're suffering, and you just have to watch them go through their process or whatever there is. And I am not excluded. But isn't it great to know there is a but? We were really made to be happy. You know, God is a happy God who wants happy kids. And this is really true. And I love the word happy because it's more childlike. You know, kids that are well loved and well taken care of are just happy little campers, right? They just are. They're not worried. You know, I was talking about one of my things that I did recently was a thing on significance. It's really good. So you may want to go to my YouTube channel, or I'm trying to think where I recorded it, and I've put it on Facebook as well, about significance. But, you know, the thing is, children assume that they show up and there's their impact. They're not worried about doing great things for God. You know what your great thing for God is? Is loving one another as he loved us. And that means loving yourself. And that means receiving love. You see, Jesus prayed that we would be one, him and us and him, that we would be together in one, right? And so that oneness is that heaven. That's such a happy place. And the truth is, we start, because the beginning part, being chosen in Christ before the foundation of the world, that's a thing. That's the thing. That is our foundation, where we came from as the human race. And then he's drawing all things to himself. So that's where we're heading. And so we're in the process of Jesus. How good is God redeeming the world, drawing all things to himself? How good is he at that? How masterful is God? So we might be able to relax a little bit in the midst. I'm not trying to downplay the crap, okay? The very real evil crap, okay? Not downplaying that. But Jesus said, in this world you will have tribulation. Cheer up, I have overcome the world. So there's already been an overcoming that's working itself out. Kind of like working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Well, that salvation is completed, so you get to work it out as you're being renewed in the spirit of your mind, as you're being transformed by the renewal of your mind. You're working it out, and you're being unveiled as a son, as a daughter, glorious in his image and likeness. As he is, so are we in this world, from glory to glory to glory. You're being unveiled. And so in that place, you look just like a happy God. There's happy inside you. Now, it may be constipated. Okay, it may be, I can say that because I'm a doctor. You know, I mean, it's got to be good for something now, right? All that sacrifice. I can say that because I'm right, because it may maybe be in there just like trying to get out, but it's like, oh, it was stuck. Okay, that's all right. I mean, that's part of that working out that salvation. That's part of that being conformed in the image of Christ. That's part of that wrath of God. The love is a consuming fire that consumes everything not of love's kind, but not you. So he's consuming all the depression. He's consuming all the alienation. He's consuming all the addictions, compulsions. He's consuming all the false identities. He's consuming all the self-serving. He's consuming all the personal agendas. He's consuming everything that's not of love's kind. Wrath me, Jesus. That's a happy thing. So as he's doing that, what's left is you, in the image and likeness of love himself, who is a happy God. See, God's not happy. His happiness, his joy, I'll put that in a religious term, it is not because he doesn't care. It's because he's transcended. So you know what? There is a time, let's be clear, to weep with those who weep. That's the only way that you're going to get over that. And as loving one another, there is a time it's like, oh, shut up with a happy. I mean, this person is in the toilet right now, and let's bend it down to that place and be with them and not have all the stinking answers. But there is a transcendent. That is a temporary thing. In this world you will have tribulation. Cheer up, I've overcome the world, right? So as we look unto Jesus, for these light and momentary troubles are working for us. You know, you can make the crap in your life work for you. Absolutely. You know, at the beginning of the year, the Lord was saying there was going to be a shaking, and shakings feel crappy. They do, right? There's going to be a shaking, but on the other side of that, there were upgrades. And I'm like, well, I can either be depressed about the shaking or freaked out. And, you know, let's be clear. There are times when I'm flat out perplexed. I'm like, okay, remind me, Jesus, that these are light and momentary troubles. Okay, just remind me. I'm having a really crappy attitude right now. So remind me that I'm in the image and likeness of love, because right now I just want to pinch everybody's head off. Right? Okay. And he's like, okay, let me help you, Catherine. Right? Okay. So, all right. But these light and momentary troubles are working for us. A more exceeding weight of glory. So, which means glory, happy, joy gets to trump all that crap. And so we can be happy in the midst. You can be happy in the midst because you have eternal things that you can be happy about, even while you're going through. Because chances are, while you're in this world, there's always going to be something. I just don't think we're ever going to get all of our ducks in a row. When I get all my ducks in a row, it's probably because I've lost a lot of them. I was like, oh crap, I got these 4 ducks in a row, and what happened to the other 20? Where'd they go? So, right? And so, I mean, there's always going to be something. But we can be happy. That is supernatural. And you are a supernatural being who is made to be naturally supernatural. So which means as you're connecting with God, because I actually put a how-to, so I should probably help you with the how. I don't want to false advertise, right? So the how, like how do we do that? How do we, in the place where I am going insane, okay, how do we, my brain hurts, everything hurts, it's all dark. Okay, so number 1, we need to realize a few things. That, you know, we are not alone. That we were already chosen before the foundation of the world. That's mean you're already joined in him. I don't care, regardless of your behavior, okay, you're joined to him because he joined himself to you and didn't pull you about it. Didn't ask your opinion, didn't ask your permission. Ephesians 1:4, just go read it. That he joined you to himself before the foundation of the world to be without spot and blemish before him in love. Okay, so you've already been chosen. So your union with Christ was already established. And so in the place where you felt like you did the unpardonable sin, you know, whatever, and now you're disconnected. Well, you're just disconnected in your mind. So where do you need help in your mind. So Jesus, help me if you're out there, if you're real, if I'm still one with you. Yes. Help. Turn your affection, turn your face towards him. And you know, when you turn your face towards Jesus, oh my God, he is so compassionate. In the midst of where, honestly, life sucks and it's really your fault because you deliberately chose stupid, okay? Who's been there? Just saying, okay? So, okay, and he's compassionate because there's no condemnation in Christ Jesus. And you're looking in the eyes of love, in the eyes of compassion. I'm right here. I'm right here. You're forgiven. I know you. I love you. And I still have an amazing plan for you. My thoughts towards you are good and for hope and for a future. And so let me help you renew your mind with my thoughts. With my thoughts. So Jesus, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And he'll help you. He'll help you. And as you continue to walk and linger at him and allow his love to nourish and feed your heart. Because that's probably where you got hijacked. That's probably where your heart got broken, right? That's probably, right, where you got offended. That's probably blah, 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 whatever happened, right? Whatever. And he's nourishing. It's like, he is bigger. He's bigger than all of this. I know he seemed puny, but oh my God. Okay, so that was like blindness. So he's huge, and he's one with me, and he loves me, and he adores me, and he's working at all these things for good just because I'm his. And he's happy about his choice. He's a happy God who wants happy kids. And as you linger in that place, his joy starts to become your joy. As you remain in me and me in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing, but you're not apart from me except in your mind. So just turn your mind, right? Do that. Turn your face towards him. It's like, I don't know how to do this, but here I am, Jesus. Oh yeah, Jesus, look inside. That's where he is. He's also on the outside, but he's on the inside. And he's saying, hi, I'm here. I'm so glad. Yeah, I know you've been running away from me for decades. And I know you've been giving me the flying finger, but I'm right here. And I'm so glad you chose to turn to me. I love you. And I'm not mad at you. I adore you. So let's start to walk this thing out. Because these things will get better in the place where you've had your 2020 shaking, or if you're listening in this another year, your whatever you're shaking, but there's upgrades on the other side, because you can use those things for you. For there's light and momentary troubles are working for me, a more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, as I look not at the things which are seen, because that sucks. Okay, that really sucks right there. But I'm looking at the things which are unseen, which are eternal, which are greater, which transcends me into a place of like, wow. Whoa, blow me away, Jesus. This is awesome, right? As I'm looking not at the things which are seen, but the things which are unseen, for the things that are seen are temporal, subject to change. So in the place where I'm having a shaking and it looks back, I've had a major pruning, and like I lost this, this person left, and all of that. So what is the upgrade on the other side? Because God is working all things together for you. But when you're running away from him and blaming him and bitter and whatever and not cooperating with him, you're just lingering the time where the things will work together for you. Because even death is not permanent. God is a happy God who wants happy kids, and he wants you happy. Awesome. So guys, I'm going to sign off. I know it's a little shorter one, but that's great, because then probably some people who couldn't handle the big ones will want to connect with it. And oh my goodness, just linger a little bit. You know what? A lot of this stuff is caught because it's an atmosphere shifter, right? It's like, oh, okay, I feel so much better. Why? Because Christ in you is hopping and out, jumping up and down, as well as in Christ in me. And we're hopping up and together, and then we come together, and you have that corporate Jesus hopping up and down, happy God, happy kids. And we can be happy together. And what a testimony! What a testimony that your faith is real. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Share this with someone who needs it. People are needing it so badly. I love you guys.